Hello everyone, here's another long video, but like the letters, it's in sections for you to pick and choose from. I hope that you all had a good holiday last week. I'm aware many of you got away, and hopefully wherever you managed to travel to had better weather than we had at home. Of course, the poor weather last week has continued into this week, and the storms and the snow are presenting new challenges for us. My thanks to all those who are ensuring the alternative transport arrangements when required, to all those keeping the pavements and the roads clear, and to all the staff for the extra efforts in covering the classes, for those who struggle to get into the school because of the problems with the ferry and the trains. And it's the same problem we face every year, so let's hope the sun comes out soon. Weather's not the only issue preventing attendance at school. COVID continues to be prevalent, and many pupils and staff are unable to attend school because of illness or self-isolation. Please look after yourselves first and foremost, but if you are well enough, keep an eye on Google Classrooms. If parents have any questions, email your guidance teacher, or if you're entiree, the primary PT or secondary PT. Now, it's essential that parent and carers inform the school as soon as possible if their child's tested positive for COVID. This allows the school to put in place necessary support procedures, and we would hope that you would be able to do that before 8:30. Just leave a message on the answer machine or send us an email to the Contact Us page. And please let us know your child's full name and the class. Now, despite the concerning numbers catching COVID, changes to the way in which we live with this virus continue to be published by the Scottish Government. Yesterday saw the publication of a new schools update that's to be enacted on February the 28th, which you can read in full on the government's website. Just Google School COVID Update and it'll go straight to the link. Now, we've been instructed to maintain most of the mitigations in place to keep us all safe, well and learning, but there are a few important changes of note. The first is we'll no longer be required to wear face coverings in learning environments, and that will help greatly with communication. Face coverings are still necessary for moving about the building though, or if we're in communal areas when we're not eating. We can now also hold assemblies, and that'll involve people sitting in rows and facing the same way, so they're reasonably safe. The last key change is that, provided we put in some extra precautions, we'll be able to welcome our P7 pupils and parents into the high school. These visits will take place towards the end of the summer term as originally planned for. Now, there's a few other changes that we could make, for example the removal of staggered lunches or departures, but we're going to keep them in place for the moment and review them around Easter. There's other relaxations to the amount of people that we can let in the door, but again we've been given extra guidance that says you can let more people in, but if you don't need to, just keep doing that online because that's much safer. As mentioned in my previous letter, the SQA will publish additional support and resources for candidates week beginning Monday the 7th of March. This will be tailored to reflect different types of question papers, any modifications to the question papers that are already in place, and the type and volume of content that's assessed in each question paper themselves. There are going to be links that show some of the detail what support looks like for each subject, as well as FAQs, and you can just Google SQA and that'll take to the front page with all those details and those FAQs themselves. As a school, we'll be providing a range of support to help youngsters prepare for their exams. At the moment, almost all subjects are running supported study sessions during lunchtimes and after school. I would like you to please encourage your child to attend these, and attend them now rather than wait much longer. We're currently consulting youngsters and staff about further types of support that will be most beneficial for exam preparation. Easter revision classes, for example. We'll soon publish our package of support alongside the revision support that's already been provided by the SQA, so pupils, parents and carers have an overview of all the materials and the events that are provided for each exam subject. Next month, when we receive further information from the SQA, we'll send out a letter which will detail the other support services that will be available for our learners. Of course, as well as providing support from our own teachers, we've also been procuring further expert support from Live and Learn, a company that we and many other schools have used for a few years now. Jen Kemp has been delivering inspirational workshops to all our S4, 5s and 6s and providing much needed study skills and other helps that cope with anxiety and stress. She ran a session for parents as well, but if you missed that, then please just go into the Live and Learn portal and you can use the link, so it's liveandlearn.co.uk/portal, and then you enter our parent code, which is SP2021. Our options process for S2 pupils is now complete and final forms have now been submitted to the guidance staff in Oban or Mary Forbes and Tyree. S3 options interviews are well underway and the guidance staff would like to thank many of the parents who have been able to attend their child's interviews virtually. I would remind you that all S3 forms should be submitted by Monday 28th of February. Parents at S4 pupils will receive an email next week detailing the time of the individual interviews for them and their child's choice form. These interviews will begin on Monday 28th of February and information about subjects on offer can be found in the Google Classroom. The code's in the letter, you'll need to look the letter up for that one. Interviews for current S5 pupils will commence on Monday 21st of March and the parents will receive an email with details in due course. In the meantime, please have a look at the subject information contained in the S5 going into S6 Google Classroom. Again, you need to look at the letter for that particular code. Now there's an exciting new scheme that's been launched for 5 to 21-year-olds living in Scotland who can now apply to access free bus travel from the 31st of January. In light of the high levels of COVID-19 though, the Scottish Government's asking that you only apply for the scheme at this point if it's essential that you or your child travel while restrictions are in place. Now even if you already have a National Entitlement Card or a Young Scot National Entitlement Card, you have to apply for a new or replacement card to travel by bus for free. Parents or guardians must provide approval for children aged between 5 and 15 to access the scheme by applying on their behalf. Young people 16 to 21 should apply themselves. Transport Scotland website provides all the information that you need. There's two ways to apply: online at getyournec.scot, or if you can't or don't want to apply online, then please use the appropriate application form which was attached to the email that we sent out to you. From Thursday, the 24th of February, the timetable for some of our secondary pupils have been temporarily adjusted. This is to ensure that pupils can continue to receive quality teaching from specialist subject teachers whilst we await the appointment of our new socials teacher. Tyree High School staff will work closely with Oban High School staff to achieve this. Some lessons will be delivered via VC to specialist geography, history and modern studies teachers, and some will be delivered by Mrs Jardine Mayer, who is an English and socials teacher. In order to accommodate this, the timing and the days of some of the S1-2 lessons have been changed. Pupils will be provided with a new temporary timetable to help them move along. On behalf of everyone in the school, we'd like to take the opportunity to say goodbye and a huge thank you to Alistair Smith, our socials teacher, and wish him all the very best in his new post at Anderson High School, which is in Shetland. Alistair has many talents and he's introduced a rock band club at Tyree High School which proved to be a great hit. Our pupils have benefited from Alistair's knowledge and care and appreciated the support he's given them. The challenge of moving to a school of nearly 1,000 though is a great opportunity for Alistair and we wish him well. Now to move on to some primary issues. This week all parents have received an appointment time for our parents meeting phone calls on Tuesday the 22nd of February. We're looking forward to discussing your child's progress and their next steps. If you are awaiting an appointment time, please contact your child's class teacher via the inquiries page. Now, as you may already be aware, Miss Campbell is starting her maternity leave from Friday the 18th of February. I'm sure you will join us in sending our best wishes to Miss Campbell and we look forward to welcoming her new arrival. The children have all settled back into nursery very well after the February break and we have loved hearing what they got up to. We are now into our first week of the fairy tale stories theme. This week the children chose to read and learn about the Princess and the Pea, a very old story but still bringing so much joy and excitement to the children. The children have also been completing lots of planning and preparation for their transition from nursery into their P1 classes. This year we'll be engaging and contributing to the theme Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which is run by the local authority. As part of this transition work, we'll soon be receiving a new rainbow bear who will be joining the nursery. The children are already thinking about what name they'll give it. Now, as usual, we'll share all our plans and home links in the nursery Google Classroom. Should any pupils or parents have any questions or concerns, in the first instance please contact your clan guidance teacher if you're in Oban, or the PT primary or PT secondary if you're in Tyree. You can do so by using the contact page on the websites. Please also remember my continuing offer of support. If you need pastoral, subject, IT or even financial support, please contact us and we'll do everything we can to help you and your families. But in the meantime, you may find the links to the council website useful. There's a whole bunch of links that I've put in to help you with finances and coping with the troublesome times that we live in. There's a list of about a dozen of them or so. They're on the letter. So if you do want help with benefits, clothing, getting some cash in for the family, help with a variety of social issues, then please look at the letter, look at the links in the bottom of the letter, or go onto the council website and look at the support page there, and there's loads of stuff to help you that I've provided, so please take advantage of that. Now, I'd like to wish you all the best, and I hope that you stay safe in the wild weather that we're due to see for the forthcoming week. See you later, everyone.